I had one teacher who actually treated us like human beings. These were her rules, and I've never forgotten them. I didn't realize how damaged I was by school until I sat in Ms. Farron's classroom for the first time and felt my shoulders drop. It was junior year. I'd spent the previous 2 years convinced that I was the problem. Too slow, too distracted, too exhausted to keep up with the machine that called itself education. I'd had teachers who docked grades for bathroom breaks and handed out detention for yawning. By the time I walked into room 214, I was running on 4 hours of sleep and the quiet belief that I just wasn't built for this. Ms. Farron was already writing on the board when I came in, not notes, rules. Before we do anything else, she said without turning around, you should know how this room works. She underlined the first one. If you understood it in class, there's no homework. I looked around the room. Nobody moved. We were waiting for the punchline. There wasn't one. I'm not giving you busy work, she said simply. If you got it, you got it. Go home. Rest. Do something that matters to you. She kept writing. You can eat and drink in here. So do I. Just clean up after yourself. A girl in the front row quietly pulled a granola bar out of her bag. The kind you unwrap slowly, like you're trying not to get caught. Ms. Farron glanced over and smiled. Go ahead. If you fall asleep, I'll lower my voice. Tired isn't disrespectful. It's tired. I felt something tighten in my chest. I'd been sent to the hall twice that year for dozing off. Once, a teacher had slammed a book on my desk in front of everyone. I didn't sleep because I was lazy. I slept because I was working 20 hours a week to help my mom after my dad left, and no one had ever once asked why I was tired. They'd only ever punished me for it. No need to ask permission for sick days. Take care of yourself first. She turned around then and looked at us. Really looked. The kind of look that felt like she was trying to see past whatever version of ourselves we'd been performing all year. I know some of you have been made to feel like your needs are inconveniences, she said. They're not. You're teenagers. You're human. Act like it. She wrote the next one slowly. Phones are allowed during tests, and as long as you're not doing something you know you shouldn't. Someone actually laughed. She didn't flinch. If you need your phone to look something up, use it. Real life has Google. What I'm testing is whether you can think, not whether you've memorized a textbook. Then came the one that hit hardest. If I ask a hard question, expect a hard answer. I will not ask you easy questions, she said. And if you disagree with me, if you think I'm wrong about something, say it. Back it up. I can handle it. Can you? Nobody spoke. We weren't used to being invited to push back. We were used to sitting down and shutting up. The last rule was already up. Lunch is 2 hours, not 10 minutes. You need time to be people, not just students. After class, I stayed back. I don't know why. Maybe because it was the first time in 2 years I didn't want to leave a classroom. Ms. Farron, I said, why does this feel so different? She closed her planner and thought about it for a moment, like the question actually deserved one. Because I've never forgotten what it felt like to be where you are, she said. Tired, unheard, and performing just enough to survive. She paused. I didn't get into teaching to manage you. I got into it to actually see you. I nodded. I didn't trust myself to say anything else. I ended that year with the highest grade I'd ever earned in an English class. But more than that, I ended it believing, for the first time, that maybe I wasn't the problem after all. Sometimes the right person doesn't fix you. They just finally make you feel like you weren't broken to begin with.